Hi guys, GradedGem Update video. Just want to give an update of where GradedGem is, how much is outstanding, what the problem is, what the solution is, and basically what we're trying to do to get all the orders finished. Hopefully this will be the last ever update video I do, and everything comes back and la-di-da, we're sorted. So I was asked for a bit more transparency. So right now we have $290,000 worth of orders left at PSA, so we're still obviously having to pay PSA, and the problem is very simple at this point. So the batch system, where we would release X amount of money to PSA, it would release an amount of orders, and then we would, get revenue from those orders and then send that back onto PSA from people who haven't paid, blah blah blah. Well, as we come closer to zero, the less that generates and the less useful that is, and the longer the turnaround time is from each order. So that's basically the problem. The solution is easy. We need a capital injection. We need an amount of money, which, as it works like dominoes, the smaller the dominoes, we need one big domino to basically knock out the rest and have 2 or 3 massive batches. So we need a capital injection. So we have had to look at other financing solutions, etc. It's just not possible. It's a business that's closing down, effectively liquidating. So what is the solution? Well, the solution is myself. The solution is the last resort from a personal point of view. It is basically selling the collection via PWCC, getting the money from that, releasing that to PSA, and then on the back end collecting that money, hopefully, from the people who haven't paid yet. So that's the big solution. So it's going to release around, even on a very pessimistic scale, about $100,000, which is about a third of the outstanding. So all of those orders will come back, but what that'll do is it will release another 2 or 3 large amounts of money to be able to send to PSA, which is great. The other 2 things are the eBay listings. So I did want to clarify this. Anything that's going to go on eBay is not from submitters who are coming back now. At the very minimum, we're going to wait 3 months for the orders to be in storage, at least have some sort of contact. It's not a solution I want to do. I don't want to be selling people's cards. It's a waste of time. It means a different process. It means keeping catalogs. I just don't want to be doing it. It's just not great. But we have had stuff here from like 2020 submissions, and also some express stuff from Jan and Feb. So, it makes sense to just sell those and at least get the grading fees back and move forward on those. So if you do have a submission that is coming back now, don't be concerned that I'm just getting it and opening it. Oh, you haven't responded to one email and it goes straight up on eBay. That's not the intention at all. I do get lots of questions about that, but it's just not going to happen. The last solution is people making the payments outstanding. So there is still a large amount outstanding percentagely of that 290. Alongside the PWCC sales, we could basically have it all back in a week if like 60 to 80% of you just paid. There's no reason not to at this point. GradedGem is going to finish the job. They will be coming back, so if you can afford to, we're going to send out another email on the 2nd of June, and that is just going to ask you, if you haven't paid, can you please pay? And that's that. If you still can't get back to us at that point, I think we have said now like 3 or 4 months. I think it would be a good thing to do, especially for the people who have paid, and I'm going to get onto those now. And all I can do really is apologise to those people who have paid, because you're the ones who have missed out, effectively. So we're now in the last 4% of total GradedGem submissions, and anyone who has paid, well, realistically, you should have your cards back. But there's just not a lot I can do. You're a part of orders, which are a part of orders that haven't all been paid for. So it's just not possible. So we need those people who haven't paid to get it done. The PWCC auctions, the eBay auctions, and that's just going to release enough capital to finish the job. I don't really want to put a time frame on it, if I'm being honest. We really are in the last sort of stretch. I know people still aren't going to be happy with that, but we have released, I think, $750,000, close to $1 million worth of orders since the start of this year. So it's not the case of it not being plausible or possible. It absolutely is. We're still doing the batches now. They're just smaller. They take longer for the whole process to happen. Not here. The work's not the problem. I'm going to attempt to answer any queries or comments in the YouTube. Can't imagine they'll be particularly positive. And also I would recommend joining the Facebook group, but this is all I can do. It's kind of last resort as my potential. It'd be a lot easier if everyone just paid and then we'd crack on from there. But it is what must be done, so it's what's going to happen. So yeah, see you guys again soon. Bye.